Hi, good evening everyone. So I welcome you all to this live session by Ecoholics on the topic for the how to solve the tricky questions and easy way to crack entrance exam of your MA Economics. So today we will be just going through few of the previous questions which came into some of the prominent examination of MA Economics like DSE, JNU, IGIDR and IIT JAM. So we will see what is tricky about these questions, what's the trick there, how can we save time in these questions. So our today's motive is just to go through these questions and learn a really cool technique today so that when you see such type of questions in your examination, you don't need to feel that, oh, this is such a long question, how will I go through that? It will take so much of my time. Let's go through it. All right. So as you can see, this is your, just give me a second. Just a second, and then we will start again. All right. So this is the question from DSE 2020 paper. It's question number 50. Now, when you see such questions in your examination, you just feel that, oh, this is a really easy question and I can really do it. It's just asking about the determinant of a matrix. So there is nothing difficult in this. Yes, I believe there is nothing difficult in this question, but what is the problem here is that it's a 4 by 4 matrix, and here they are talking about here they first are talking about the transpose of the matrix, and then they are asking about the determinant of this product of the transpose as well as the original matrix. So what you can do here to save your time, first thing is, when you see such large calculations, just go through it that yes, there must be some kind of shortcut in this, right? So whenever we do any kind of topic, the first thing is we should always talk about the properties of that chapter or properties of that unit. All right. So over here, what is the property? What's the first property you learn about any matrix? So the type of matrices. If you can look here at this matrix, this is a lower triangular matrix. So in lower triangular matrix, we have one property, very simple one property, that determinant of lower triangular matrix is given by product of diagonals. It's given by product of diagonals. So what are the diagonal elements here through which I can find the determinant? So this is your diagonal 1, 2, minus 2, minus a. So if I write determinant A, determinant of A matrix, that would be 1 into 2 into minus 2 into minus 1, which is going to be equal to 4. So now here I just know that determinant of A is 4. Now when you do the transpose of these triangular matrices, like if you have lower triangular, if you do its transpose, that will just be converted into upper triangular. You can, even if you don't know its property, even if you don't know this property, you can still do it. Just try doing the transpose of this. This will be converted into a upper triangular matrix. So if A transpose will also be a upper triangular matrix, so you can find its determinant again with the help of the diagonal elements. How can you do that? So it means it will again be equal to 4. All right, then what then? You know this property determinant AB, which says that if you have product of two matrices and if you are taking that determinant, it will be equal to determinant A into determinant B here. So same way we have to find determinant of A transpose into A. So it will be determinant A transpose into determinant A, which is nothing 4 into 4, so 16. Hence 16 is the correct answer here. So can you just see this thing? So easily we have founded out the determinant. Otherwise, if you know, if you will first find its transpose, then will multiply A transpose with A, you will again get a 4 by 4 matrix. And then further, if you try to find its determinant, finding the determinant of 4 by 4 matrix is really difficult. Here it's 4 by 4. You still can make an idea that, oh, it's 4 by 4. We usually find determinant still 3 by 3. So it must be clear that we have to use some properties. But let's say 3 by 3. If it would have been 3 by 3, then also using the same technique would be beneficial for you guys. Alright, so whenever you see a question, don't just directly jump into the calculations. First, have a look at it. First, clearly see that question and think which all properties can you use there. I hope this question is clear to everyone who is here, and if you still have any doubts here in this, I'm happy to help you. All right, let's get to the next question. So this next question is from IGIDR mock test 2 and it's question number 56. When you look at the question, it demands you price elasticity. So first thing when we see price elasticity is, oh, we have to use microeconomics. And also here, you see, we are given with a demand function. We have to find its price elasticity. The prices are also given. The quantity is also given. In microeconomics, what's the formula which we do for price elasticity? What's that formula? The formula is proportional change in, either you write proportional change or you can also write percentage change, right? Both are equal because anyway if you are writing percentage, so 100 will enter into the numerator as well as denominator, so it just gets cancelled out. So percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in prices. So usually students get confused at this thing that we don't have price change. How do we find it? We don't even have supply function. How can we find equilibrium quantity so that we can find the change in quantity? So let me tell you, come here to the differentiation part of mathematical economics. Don't waste your time. Like elasticity questions are very easily done with the help of with the help of your differentiation formulas. So let's just jump to it directly. So using differentiation, what would be the formula of price elasticity? It is just change in quantity demanded due to change in prices multiplied by prices into quantity. All right. So these are the original quantities. You have to be very careful in this, that these are the original quantities you have to take. So what will be the derivative of quantity demanded function here? It will be with respect to P you have to find. So it will be minus 20 into what is the price given to you? It's 3. Put it here. Q is equal to 226. So it will be minus 60 upon 226. So now I will tell you one mistake which every student do when they are doing price elasticity ka question here. So what's that common mistake which is made by everybody here? So as soon as you will solve it, you will get it minus 0.26. Now in the options given to you in your this slide over here, you really don't have minus 0.26. But that's the point for the examiners. They specially put 0.26 also and minus 0.26 also to confuse you guys. And as soon as you get minus 0.26, you just think that, oh, that's the correct answer. You go with that. But that's incorrect. Why it's incorrect? Because minus 0.26 is this thing. But what is the relationship between quantity demanded and prices? It's already negative. It's already negative. So we have to put the negative sign here. So that's why towards the end it will become positive. why haven't why haven't I put it in the beginning to help you out? Like I always believe, if you do the wrong method first and then tell them the correct method, that remains in the mind of the students always. They don't tend to mistake at least that mistake in the examination. So here, always remember, in price elasticity you have to put a negative sign over here. Let's check the comment. What are students saying? Okay, Sabita is there. So RBI related, you have a RBI related query. So Sabita, you can go to the website of Ecoholics. There we have already updated the details related to that exam, to the group also. So you can go there, or even on the app you can get the information. You can download it and can have it. Otherwise, we have a number. You can call on that number and get that information. So we have that information. If you really want to get it, clear your doubts, please call on that number. I will share that number at the end of the live. You can have it. Okay, option D. Yes, guys, option D will be the correct answer. Okay, thank you so much if your doubt is cleared. So that's why it will be 0.26. यहाँ पे तो we don't have minus 0.26, so it's all right. But what if we have it? You don't have to get into that side. All right. Always remember price elasticity. Whenever you're finding price elasticity of a normal good, that will never be negative, because we know this thing. Whenever the prices increase, the quantity demanded will be falling. So it means we always have to put this negative sign. All right. Next question. So this question is from IGIDR mock test 2, question number 49. What are they saying? So this is a macroeconomic question. Now in macroeconomics, ISLM, as you most of you know, like whichever exam you want to give, either let it be of JNU, be of DSE, IGIDR or IIT JAM GATE, whatever. ISLM is that prominent and constant topic which will be asked in every exam, like literally every exam it will be asked in. So how to make your ISLM proficient, so that whenever you get ISLM question, you are very ready to go to give the answer, right? So let's see what this question asks. So today I will be sharing one really good key to answer these things. So when we talk about ISLM, which policy is effective, when it is effective, all these things matter, right? So I will be sharing one very simple technique to check whether my policy will be effective here or here, in the, like when we have flatter curves, when we have steep curves, when it is going to be effective. Let's see. So what they are saying, in an ISLM framework, monetary policy is ineffective. So monetary policy is ineffective in increasing output. So that we have already, we all know that the, you can say the objective of every policy is just to increase the output, let it be fiscal policy or the monetary policy. So now they are saying monetary policy is ineffective. What is a monetary policy? First of all, monetary policy is the changes in the money supply. Let's say we have a increase in money supply or we have a decrease in money supply. So why will the government change this monetary policy, or why will the government change money supply? Maybe they want to increase output, because decreasing output is never an objective of any government. So they always want to increase output. For increasing output, if they decrease money supply, that would never help them. So money supply getting increase is the objective. That's why whenever we talk about monetary policy, it is interchangeably, used with increase in money supply. So we are saying that we have increase in money supply, and that is ineffective for increasing the output. How can it be ineffective then? So how do monetary policy or your money supply changes can, change the output? So money supply just point outs. It just focuses on changing rate of interest. When this rate of interest will change, it will bring a change in investment and then further income. So what is the key? What is the linkage here? Money supply brings a change in rate of interest. This change in rate of interest will change investment, and investment, according to Keynesian, is the most volatile component. So it will change the income of the economy. So what should happen to rate of interest? Now we know this thing, that rate of interest should decrease, only then investment will increase, income will increase. Now they are clearly saying monetary policy is ineffective. So if monetary policy is ineffective, what it means? That rate of interest is not able to change the investment, so the income do not change. Because if investment would be changed, so income would definitely change. You cannot stop it, right? As according to the assumption of Keynes, investment being the volatile component. So the focus here, the link should broke here, right? It should broke here. That rate of interest will change, but investment investment will not change, and hence income will not change. So all right, first thing is, if you, now we don't have any restriction on the money market side, because rate of interest is changing. I don't just want my investment to change, so I want specific restrictions on my IS curve. LM curve is fine for me. First thing is, LM curve is upward sloping, that should be upward sloping. LM curve is vertical, again it's upward sloping, upward sloping. See, whenever LM curve is vertical, what do you have? Your money demand is completely insensitive to rate of interest. Here I don't want to talk about money demand, that is not of very importance to me. I just want to talk about investment not changing. When will be your so in this case the answer would be whenever your investment would be insensitive to rate of interest. So what I want is investment insensitive to rate of interest. Whenever this would happen, what is going to happen then? The investment would not change, whatever change comes in rate of interest. Like either it increases, either it decreases, the investment is not going to change due to any change in rate of interest. So if it will not change, income will not change, right? So investment, when is investment insensitive? Whenever the IS curve is going to be vertical here. Whenever the IS curve is vertical, investment will be insensitive. All right. So out of all the options, you just have, like, even if you cannot decide between LM curve will be vertical or upward sloping, so just check. Out of all the options, vertical, IS curve vertical is here only. So LM curve is upward sloping. So it's normal. LM curve is not affecting the change in investment. So it means C will be my correct option. So you see how easily I have just broke up this question into small parts and got my answer. Like even if we don't remember anything, any effectiveness of any policy in the Keynesian ISLM, we can just think what the question is asking us, what it wants us. I just wrote one linkage here, that money supply will bring a change in rate of interest, and I want my rate of interest to not change investment. So I wanted a break here, and this break can happen only due to IS curve and not due to LM curve. So IS curve is of more importance to me here. So I just checked what will be the slope of IS curve. So whenever you get any ISLM question where you just have to talk about the effectiveness of these monetary policies and the fiscal policies, always try to break this question, what the question is demanding you. So if it is demanding changes in rate of interest, changes in investment or not, and answer your question accordingly here. So that's the most simple way to answer this question without cramming this concept. You don't have to ratte marne ki zarurat nahi padegi if you just follow this. All right. Okay. Let's see now this next question over here. This is a question from national income. So much details. Whenever anyone sees the national income question, the first thing they do is, okay, I will come to it at the last because it's going to take so much of my time. Why to waste my time here? I can just do simple, easy questions instead of this. Let me tell you guys, whenever national income question comes, these questions are the scoring questions. In national income questions, you just need 2 to 3 values from this so long table and you will be done with your answer. Why they give you so long table is just to confuse you guys, just to puzzle you out in the exam that, oh, we have so much details. It means we have to use everything. So you start feeling puzzled in the formulas. Like, oh, what will be the formula? Shall I subtract it? Shall I add it? What shall I do with this variable? Why they have given it if we don't have to use it? So we must be using this. All right. So here you have to find personal disposable income. Now, as soon as you will see personal disposable income, what you will do is you will start thinking, oh, पहले personal disposable income निकालना पड़ेगा. So you will start working with this NNP at factor cost. You will from NNP at factor cost, then you will go to NDP at factor cost, then add the required things, subtract the required things, and then when you will come to the end, you will find that personal income is given to you. What you did in hurry? You didn't even give a glimpse to the question statement, the table, that why, what all variables are given to you. You just thought that so much things are given to you, you have to find everything, right? So what my tip to you for the national income questions is that please, whenever you see national income question, don't skip it to the last part, even do it at the first if you can, and then after seeing the table, just go through all the components and check which all components you need, right? Whichever components you need, either make a tick mark or like do anything for identification, so that when you're going to solve it, when you're going to write the formula, you don't feel confused. So what's personal disposable income? Personal disposable income is very simple here. It's equal to personal income minus household direct tax or income tax. I tell you what's the reason for this: miscellaneous receipts of the government. So what's the reason? Why do we subtract the household direct tax? We subtract it because that's the part which we cannot spend on ourselves. So it's never a part of disposable income. Whenever you have to find disposable income, you just have to find that part of income which is available to you, which you can spend among yourself, or you can save your income, right? So never ever do this mistake that forget to subtract taxes. Indirect taxes you pay when you are consuming things, so direct tax is always subtracted. Don't subtract the indirect taxes. So here what will be the answer? Personal income is 140. From that I need to subtract the direct tax, which is 28 here, and miscellaneous receipts, where it is this here, it's 0. I do that. What do I get? If I solve it, I will be getting 112. So the answer is 112 here. All right. So that's how you should actually approach the questions. The questions in the exam are not difficult. I always say this thing when I'm teaching students that whenever you see a question, don't feel overwhelmed that they have given so much information. They must be expecting so much different things from us. No, the examiners also know that for what purpose are you giving the examination, right? So if they are taking a entrance exam for your MA economics, they know that you are here for doing MA, right? They will not ask you MA level questions, right? But they at least expect you to analyze the question, to they expect analytical skills from you guys. So whenever you see these type of questions, don't feel overwhelmed, don't feel stressed. Just break down the information and get through the question. All right, let's see another question here then. Okay, so this question is again of ISLM. This is a numerical for ISLM. So what are they saying? What will be the equilibrium income when commodity market and the money market are in equilibrium? In the case, consumption is equal to this. They have given consumption function. They have given investment. They have given money supply. What are these? What are these? As soon as you will see this, you will feel what are these things, right? So what is this? You know this thing, ki money demand. Keynesian said that money demand is of three types. The one which is related to income, transactionary, precautionary, and speculative. So what they have done is they have just given you money demand. This part of money demand is the part which is sensitive to income, and this part is the part which is sensitive to your rate of interest. So when you will add this, you will get your money demand, total money demand. So how to solve this questions? Let's have a look. Very easy, but a little mistake here. So if you are viewing this live, I just recommend you guys that please start doing this question along with me and think. Let's see what you guys like, which common mistake you will make here. Let's see that. Okay, please start doing this question. If you have a pen, copy, paper near you, please do it. Try this question and let's see how we can go to a very easy version of this question. So when you have to find the IS curve ki equation, what can you do here? Oh, what can you do here? IS curve ki equation, to get the IS curve equation, you have to equate y equals to AD. Aggregate demand mein you have C plus I plus G, but G is not given here. It's also neither your open economy, so you don't have to add the net exports here. So this is only what you have. So y is equal to 102 plus 0.7y plus I, which is 150 minus 100I. So what do you do then? You take the y components on one side. Okay, all right. The option, we are getting options in the comments. So I know I have marked the correct option. That's all right. But how to do it? Try doing it. So y minus 0.7y equals to 102 plus 150 would be equal to 252 minus 100i. So I get 0.3y equals to 252 minus 100i. Now let me tell you one thing. Never leave the equation of is at this place. Always write y. So what you do? You divide this whole side with 0.3. What will you get? 840 minus 333.3i. Alright, this is the equation of IS. Now when you have to solve for the LM curve, I'm going to use another color so that we don't get confused. For LM, as I said, this is total of this is money demand. So money supply is equal to money demand. That's where you get the equation of LM. So money supply is 470, money demand is 0.25y plus 124 minus 200i. If I solve it, 0.25y equals to, take it to the other side, 200i, and 470 minus 124 would be 346. Now y will be, I'm just dividing the right hand side of this equation with 0.25y. It will be equal to 800i plus 1384. Now this is LM curve. Where you find the equilibrium of commodity and money market, it's always found at the intersection of IS curve and the LM curve. Alright, it's always given there. So how do you find it? Let's just try to find that. I'm just erasing this. We have already done this. I just need a little space. Alright, let's do it. So if I just equate these equations, what I get? 840 from IS curve equation. Yes, if I solve this, what will it will become? 800 goes to other side, so it becomes minus 1133.3i, and 840 goes there, so it becomes 544. So I will be negative. As soon as students see I being negative, they feel that we have made a mistake. So let's redo the question. Okay, we have a query here. Okay, so the MT and MZ in question are two components of money demand. You know that thing? Money demand is a function of income and rate of interest. Yes, money demand is a positive function of income but a negative function of rate of interest. So MT and MZ are just the two components of money demand. MT you can take as the transactionary money demand and MZ is just for the speculative purposes. So it's that. If you add them, if you add all the components of money demand, then only you get it. Alright? Is your query being clear, Shaswat? So as soon as you see that I will be negative, most of the students will stop here. They will say no, interest can never be negative. So what error are we making? They will go through their calculations like thrice, 4 times, and they will still not find any mistake. And as soon as they see this, that they are not finding this mistake, they start feeling, oh, question hi galat hai. So let's just leave it, don't do anything. mark any question so that we get grace marks. Question गलत है या फिर I don't know how to do this question, या maybe they will equate ms equal to mt only or whatever. They will do so many things here and waste their 10 to 15 minutes only in this question, right? So let me tell you one thing. Real interest rate can be negative. How? If inflation is greater than your nominal interest rate, the real interest rate becomes negative. Here they haven't mentioned anything whether it's real or nominal. So even if it is negative, you can work with that. What if they are talking about the real? Because money supply is also not given in the term of prices. So maybe that is real money supply. So all the variables are real, are in real terms. So that's it. All right. If I will divide it, minus 544 upon 1133.3, I would be equal to minus 0.48. So it's all right if you have a negative interest rate over here. After this, what you have to do? You just have to put this value of interest rate back to your IS curve equation or to your LM curve equation. Anyone, both of them will give the same answers. I'm going to put it here because it's little easy here with calculations. So y is equal to 800, I is what? Minus 0.48 plus 1384. So what do I get? This will become minus 384 plus 1384 and becomes equal to 1000. So 1000 is my answer here. So that's it. Now you will say what was tricky about this question? Getting a negative interest rate was the only tricky thing here. After seeing the negative interest rate, people usually stop doing the question. So I ask you, don't feel in an exam कि ये क्या हो रहा है. Maybe हो रहा है, गलत हो रहा है, but examiner wanted to think about it. He or she wants to use your analytical skills. So use that. At least try doing that, right? So there are, this thing, there are a lot of questions in your past years which are these tricky, and when you start doing them, you feel that what's happening? How can I appear in the exam? So to every students out there who are attending this live, let me tell you one thing, students, that don't feel trapped here. The only thing is, if you know concepts, you, with a good practice, you can clear any of your exam here. So practice is the key here. Concepts are the key here, right? So practice, without practice, even if you know concepts, you won't be able to do it. And I always ask students to do PYQs. We always at Ecoholics do PYQs at the topmost priority. Like, we never leave them. We never do this thing that, oh, let's say ki it has been already asked, so let's not do it, let's do another thing. So we always ask our students to go through PYQs, to attempt them, and we discuss them in our classes as well, because these PYQs hold importance. They test your skills. If you can use your skills while you are at your home practicing for these questions, you can save a lot of time when you're sitting in an exam hall. So instead of wasting the time there, instead of finding the techniques going to the exam hall, let's do it. Let's do its practice before the exam, before a good time of the exam, and save our time in the examination. So questions they are not that much difficult. The techniques are. The technique has to be figured out, that which technique I need to use here. So in this live, I have done 5 to 6 questions for these things. I've given you a glimpse what type of questions you can expect and which tricks you have used it. All right. So if you want more tricky questions, or if you want, if you guys have any kind of doubts in your PYQs of any courses or any entrance examination, feel free to contact us. You can download our app and get free doubt solving sessions there. We are always for your help. We always help our students to clear their doubts, and for any kind of extra assistant also regarding to any examination, what were the cutoffs last year, how can I, if I have got this much marks, where can I apply, or maybe what all exams can I give, you can get all assistance for this. All right. And you can get also the free doubts. Also, we are starting MA entrance examination course for all these prominent examinations, DSE, JNU, IGIDR, IIT JAM, GATE Economics. So if you want to enroll, we have a discount code also. You can use that and get the 10% flat 10% off there, which is MA10. So if you will enroll using this code, you will get a 10% off. So it's going to be good for there. We will be solving so much questions like this in our live classes, which happens at Ecoholics. And also anytime you can ask the doubt with the faculty. Alright, so we have some queries. Let's just take them. Okay, Jagdish, so you're asking for previous year papers and some practice papers. So yes, Jagdish, previous year papers ke liye you can contact, you can download the app also, they are available. And you can contact on the number also. I'm sharing the number with you guys. So it's 7880 then 107880. Feel free to contact over this number, and whatever requirement you guys have, we will be happy to take that and provide you with that. And regarding the practice papers, if you really want to do practice, you can again contact on this number, and we will be happy to provide you with the practice papers as well. We have practice papers with us. We take regular tests. We have regular practice happening in our courses, so you can have access to them. Just contact here or download the app. Talk to us using that as well. Okay, ma'am, then kind of calculator in MA entrance exam for solving tough exam. So Shaswat, regarding the DSE JNU, they don't allow calculators even. In the GATE exam and IIT JAM exam, you have a digital calculator available on the top side of the screen. So they give you that because they have NAT type questions where you have to find the tricky answers and give answers in exact decimals. So that's why they allow to use the calculators, but the other examinations don't allow them. So their calculations are also not that tough. You can just very easily find out their calculation, not much long there. Okay, nice question. Yes, the app is also available on iOS. It's given with the name of My Institute. You can download that, and for that, for every other information, you can again call on this number. And for iOS, you will be given the assistant required. You will be given the link or whatever extra thing you are required to download the app. You will be given that, and then you can download it. Yes, it is available on iOS also. Any other thing, any other student who wants to ask about anything here? So given here we have our number, we have this code for a 10% off. You can go there and use this, and also ask us anything related to any query. So I know many students have so many doubts before any kind of entrance exam, that how to apply for this. We also provide students with the notifications when an exam is going to be live, when you can apply for it. So all that assistance is also provided. You just have to contact us. So Jagdish, the JNU exam usually happens around May or June. So it used to happen in June, and then it preponed to December for once, but again got postponed. But due to the COVID, due to pandemic, it was getting late by a few months like other entrance examinations. So last time I think it happened around something August or September something. So for that, like whenever the JNU will release notification, you will get to know. But if it is not affected by the COVID pandemic, then it will surely happen in May end or June starting. CUCET, regarding CUCET, I know many students have doubts regarding CUCET. So CUCET is the examination for central universities. If you want to do your masters from your central universities, it's held for that. Okay, I'm here for 1 minute. If you have any other doubt, I can take that up happily. And even after the live, if you have any problem, just contact us. We will be really happy to help you with any kind of doubt, right? Even if you are not a student, or like, we still really help the students to get through these examinations to help you in your doubts. All right then, so I will see you guys in another live session. So we will solve few questions there, or we will talk about another topics then. Bye everyone, have a good day. Okay, we have another query. So regarding the seats getting increased, there is no proper notification. Till now we have 33 seats around in IIT Delhi and IIT Roorkee. It was being said that one more IIT will be taking students into the MSc Economics, but no official information has been brought into notice. So whenever it comes, it will be published. If it happens, you can get through to know about it from our platform also. You can follow us on Instagram also. There also we upload the regular updates happening in different examinations, so you will get to know about it. We will update you guys. All right, bye everyone, have a good day.